Hello everyone, I'm back with another video for you today, and I have been exploring Electro ramp even further. I've gone all the way in to the deck building tank, and I've decided to play Professor X Electro, Orka, Destroyer, Heimdall in an Electro deck. What is going on here? This deck I'm actually quite proud of, and I think it's pretty exciting, pretty cool deck. So I played the Iceman Onslaught combo already in Electro ramp. I've made a video on that, which you can check out if you haven't already. But I figure that combo is really, really powerful. Basically automatically wins your location. It's going to be great when Living Tribunal comes out and you can split the strength into all three locations as well, potentially. But I was thinking, how do we get the most from that power, from being able to automatically win a location? Well, I thought, okay, Professor X, if we just win a location for free with Professor X on turn 4, and then follow that up with Iceman Onslaught, how can we lose? We just win 2 locations, and there's nothing the opponent can do, well, apart from play an Enchantress, I guess. But let's not talk about that, okay? So that was the idea here. We've got a lot of cards that really support this playstyle in a great way, particularly the Destroyer, for example. If you're playing Professor X, we're playing armor already as well. We can therefore protect our units from Destroyer and have that big chunky 15 to deploy in a location if that is something that we want to do. If we don't want to do the Iron Man combo, or if we want to maybe combo just Iron Man with Destroyer, that's an option. I've got Orka in the deck for us to be a bit flexible. We can maybe win a location with Professor X. We can perhaps play one 6-drop like a Destroyer in one location and then play that Orka in another one to have a really large amount of strength split between the 3 locations. And I've even got Heimdall in there, which can allow you to do some very cheeky things, perhaps moving the Orka around into a location where it's then the only unit in that location, or perhaps you can Heimdall your Iron Man Onslaught combo into a location that the opponent is contesting, just nullifying essentially all of the units that they had there and winning you that location. So Heimdall's really cheeky in this deck, and it means you want to play your cards on the right of the board basically all the time. And with Nebula as well, you know, you can incentivize your opponent to play into the Nebula location, and then once they've done that, you can just suddenly play Heimdall and switch that you know, right location into the middle and just take a very easy win. So I really like this deck. I think it's very cleverly built, if I do say so myself. And I think it's a nice way to play this Electro style of deck. I think there's so many ways you could build Electro ramp. I've been exploring it, and just you're able to play so many 6-drops in a game, you know, 2 6-drops and 5-drop as well, that there's a lot of options with this. You can maybe even do Spectrum stuff, Spectrum Wong, Spectrum Odin. There's a lot of really interesting ramp Electro ideas out there. Of course, Galactus is even a thing, and you know, all these other sorts of ideas. So yeah, a card that I'm very happy to explore, and I think this deck's a great way to use Electro. So with that being said, hope you guys enjoy the games. Let's jump in. Okay, let's get in. Let's get into the game. Ooh, it's gonna be an Elysium game to start things off. That should in theory be quite good for me. I can maybe even get a super early Professor X. I'll be able to play all of my power cards, of course. The opponent's got Quinjet, so that's going to mean a hell of a lot of discounted cards in their hand, I would imagine. Interesting, we've got Venom for now. Do we want to just play this over in the left, I suppose? Just for a little bit of extra value, some extra power on the board. It's not the best card ever, but I can play it. You've got to remember they're going to have a very cheap 3-mana card from the camp, which is slightly concerning. I want to play Professor X next turn. I don't think I even want to play Wave here, because it would just give them... maybe I kind of do want that. I'm not sure. They're snapping me here. Kind of scary. I hope I'll be able to get Professor X off. If I am able to do that, then I think I'm in a good position. Might be difficult to, though. I will just drop Professor X in Hala. I mean, that's the obvious play to make here. And hope the opponent doesn't also commit a bunch of stuff. They've not really seen anything from my deck yet, so I think it's unlikely that they'd play cards in Hala here. It's kind of tempted to go with a snap, honestly. Okay, we got it. Professor X goes through. That's really great news. Probably I want to go with the snap at this point. We've got the potential for Orka. We've got the potential just to, honestly, I think I will just jam Destroyer here, for example. And really try to, you know, because there's a lot of space in the middle. They can go with some quite nasty things there. So I think I will just play Destroyer for now. And try to take this left location. I mean, if we prefer, we could play the Orka. I just feel like they're going to have so many powerful cards here that it makes sense to just simply play Orka. And we should beat whatever output they have, because we're very far ahead and they can only play one card there. I should have gone with the snap already. I'm not sure why I didn't do that, to be honest. That's my bad. I talked about it. I think I mentioned that I wanted a snap, but I didn't do it. Maybe I didn't. But anyway, Professor X, great card. Helping me win against busted Quinjet with a million, you know, discounted cards. Yeah, a bit of a boomer snap, but whatever. Okay, next game. Clearly, there's real power to be had in the Professor X. It's just such a great card, and being able to ramp into that is pretty damn strong. People not doing it that often, I don't think, but this is good. We've got Wave, we've got Iron Man Onslaught, so we can Wave into Iron Man Onslaught, and we can potentially play... Ooh, and we're in Plunder Castle as well, actually. That's quite cool. That is quite cool indeed. Gonna make things tricky for the opponent. I think I'll play Wave in Vibranium Mines. Shuffling these cards in isn't great, I guess. There's definitely an argument to play the Wave in the left. But I'm imagining that worst case scenario, we can always play Chavez in the throne room, and that's likely going to be very awkward for the opponent. We'll take basically a free win in the other location, I suppose, here. Although they have Electro, but still not too bad for me, I think. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. I'm not going to get Destroyer. I'm just going to go for the Chavez line. I think it will beat any potential sort of Odin shenanigans here. They've got Electro, I don't. Oh, they have Shuri. Shuri is kind of scary. Shuri is kind of scary. I could go Iron Man and then Chavez, but I don't think that's ever really worth doing, is it? So maybe the correct play here is actually to Professor X the middle in this spot. I think Professor X-ing middle is good, and then going for Chavez right is actually my play. I just completely give up the throne room. There's no way I'm really contesting that here. Nimrod at 20 strength. Good heavens. So is this just Galactus and Nimrod and I'm getting wrecked now? Now, to be fair, this is only 10 power. So we actually do beat Galactus, right? If I'm not mistaken. I think we do actually beat Galactus. Okay, no worries. I'm getting a little worried over nothing, I think, here. This is not actually 20 power, right? It is only, it's only a 10. The throne room is making it seem bigger. So I think we do get the win here. Very nice. I bet they didn't see this one coming. I guess they just thought, huh, 20 points? How do they beat that? Nebula actually carried this game so hard. Look at that. 9 strength. Wow. Nice looking hand. We've got Nebula armor. I'm going to play, I think, into the right location in case we're going to want to shift units around with Heimdall later. Gives us more options with the movement, I think, to play into right location. And of course, armor with the Nebula. The big house is a little bit awkward, but I can always move stuff with Heimdall, so that's kind of looking good for me. We don't have Electro or Wave as things stand, so we kind of need to grab one of those. We don't. Painful, always sucks, but at least there's no plays coming out from the opponent. I can play the Electro now. Do I want to do that? Probably I do. Do I want to play it here? I think it looks like we're just going to want to do Heimdall Orka, right? Orka on the right, on the left. And Heimdall as well on the right. Bit of a tricky one for the opponent to deal with, I would imagine. Let's play the Orka now. Of course, Shang-Chi is a threat, but I just feel like it's not as common in the meta as it often has been, so seems to be a pretty good time to be playing early Orcas. So even with the late Electro, we still have quite a lot of power here. Of course, the opponent didn't really play many cards this game, did they? But here, yeah, I think we just go Heimdall right. Pretty self-explanatory. I can go with the snap. As long as there's no Shang-Chi, there's very little that will beat us here. I'll just take a pretty easy one there. They didn't really play any cards, right? Okay, here we go. We got Iceman armor. Oh, Electro. Yes. The card that I need. The card that I want. The card that I deserve when I play this deck. Gonna play on the right again. I think it's just correct to always do that with this deck. Pretty much. Interesting. Ninja comes out. That's probably good for me in some way. I can maybe... I'm not sure how we can use this, if we can even use this, but... Yellow Jacket Adam Warlock coming out. How interesting. That's not a combo I've seen for quite a while. No, they're discarding my bloody cards. Okay, that is really unfortunate. I'll play Wave in the middle, though, to try to disrupt Adam, I guess. They're playing Electro, so you imagine this is a Galactus deck. We saw Null as well. Did see Null as well. Interesting. They're snapping. So I've basically given them the opportunity to play a Galactus here. Is that correct? Given them the opportunity to play a Galactus. I do have a death. I do have a death. Why do I even have a death from the hub? If I play Destroyer here, I think that's going to be the best play. They're going to play Galactus. We know there's no Null because that's been destroyed. I think I can outpower Galactus maybe here. I mean, my cards are very solid, you know, I've got a lot of power. The one, I suppose, issue will be Spider-Man if the opponent goes for that. Not Spider-Man, Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi will be a problem, right? I think we've got to go Iron Man. It's just more points than the death. Maybe they pull my units as well with Dr. Octopus or so. No, it just is going to be Spider-Man. I don't think they have the points here unless they have Shang-Chi, which they might have. Let's see. Kang? Just Kang. Okay, I mean... If they had a Shang, they would play it here. So I think we're good to win the game. Let's see what the Kang does here. I'm just gonna... Oh, wait. Yeah, we're still Spider-Man, so it is what it is. But yeah, I'll just end my turn again. I think they don't have a Shang-Chi. Yeah, there we go. A little scary there when they play the last card, but we win against Galactus. Cool. Okay, next up we're against Jeff Hoogland himself. Popular gamer. I'll play into the right. I think just with Heimdall playing into the right is a good thing to do. In the majority of circumstances. I would love to have Electro Wave, but currently don't. That's always the issue with Ramp. If you don't draw those cards, you're a very sad individual. Do I want to try to avoid this Hood being destroyed? Maybe. I don't know if he has things that want to destroy Hood. It might just be a bounce deck, but I'm going to play the armor here. Oh! Looks like it is a destroy-focused deck, so we kind of wreck him with the armor play. We're gonna get a retreat. Okay, very nice. Little cheeky win. Okay, I believe we've already played a Galdus. We have already played Galdus. Galactus, Galdus. Is that correct? Hey, rocks, but I actually have a playable hand. How cool. How cool is that? We'll go with the... Oh no, not Atalan. Oh no. I thought they made these less common. Subterranea and Atalan, didn't they make them less common? And here I am getting absolutely wrecked. It's just wonderful. The opponent's playing out their rocks, so they won't have any to be drawing into. Great news for me. Great stuff going on here. I guess I'll just play this. I guess I could play Wave. I kind of really need to win this location. Maybe I do play Wave here. I mean, not win the location, but draw the cards, you know what I mean? Wave from the opponent as well. Okay. I still have too many rocks. This is not good for me. Rocks in my socks. Honestly, we should play Heimdall. I guess we have to guess where Galactus goes. No Galactus, okay. No Galactus. Then I think we're in a good spot. Ish. Are we? I think we just go for the tiebreaker, no? Because we have superior tiebreaker right now. So that should be a win for me if we just go for the tiebreaker. Go the snap. God, this is a weird game. Okay. Victory is ours. Okay, what do we got? Let's try to get one last game in. Potentially gonna go with Nebula every time, I think. It's a bit better than Iceman. Surprise, surprise, shocker. Nebula better than Iceman. Who could have ever guessed? But Iceman turn 2 is fine. Orka Onslaught, interesting combo. Doesn't really do that much for us just yet. But if we draw Iron Man or something, then the Onslaught will obviously be a lot better. We can play the wave. Maybe into just Orka in the left. Could be quite strong. Someone with the new Venom. Trying new Venom out. Kind of want to play a deck with Venom. Maybe some kind of a Nimrod deck or so. It's a Shadow King. I like how I've never seen this card before. That's how underplayed it is. Interesting. I wonder if we want to... I could play Orka over here. Now that I have Heimdall. Is that a crazy play to make? It's a little bit crazy. I'm going to do it though, I think. Because basically I can play Heimdall middle. And if I do that, then I'm going to be able to leave the Orka behind in Asteroid N. You see what I mean? I'm going to be able to leave it behind. I'm supposed to play armor over here. A bit scared of the Nimrod. Maybe I should put the Nimrod on the armor on the Nimrod. Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably that's the right play, right? Yeah, probably. Probably countering the Nimrod would be good, although... Hello? This camera, man. Fuck my life. Okay. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so maybe they're doing bloody Galactus? Is that what's happening here? What else could this be really other than Galactus? That's what I want to know. Do you guys want to see the fun play of Doom, the Destroyer? The Destroyer of Doom? Destroying my whole board? They have 12 points here. Minus, well, 3, so 9. So all I need is America Chavez. Or even a Heimdall, which probably is better, right? Heimdall? Shift our strength around. Give it a snap. I kind of want to make the Destroyer play, but wait, no, is it more? The Nimrod's destroyed? It adds a Nimrod to the right? Yeah, no, we do have it. Okay. Okay, got a little scared there. But we win a game. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the deck. I think it's a great deck and very interesting. Fun to play, got some tricks. With that being said, subscribe as always for more videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.